Yo, this song is such a bop, done. What the fuck? I don't know how to do this shit. How the fuck do you use your camera in 2 different places? I feel like you should get it. Computer is having a stroke. I'm so confused. I don't know what is going on. Yeah. I guess we just gotta reset Discord, bro. That's not fucking true. That is not fucking true. Guess we gotta make our computer have another stroke. At least it's not this one, though. Alright. We will figure this out. I'm trying to get my webcam to pick up in Discord as well. So I need to go on a Discord call. And not going so well. What the fuck was that? Still poor? No, it's not. It's actually working fine. You're lying to me. Alright, live chat, pop out chat. We're gonna do live chat, copy. Come into fucking ODS, properties, paste, okay. Cool. It's fine. That'll work. The YouTube fucking pop-out chat is so gross. This is why people stream on Twitch. So many useful fucking things for it. Okay, we got the chat figured out at least. Can shrink that. Alright, Discord, come here. I'm gonna make you my bitch. We're about to play some Pokemon, I swear. Can my camera just not, like, be used in two places at the same time? I feel like that's some bullshit, dude. Can you use the OBS virtual camera? What even is that? I've seen that a few times. What does that do? Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that just reposts my whole stream, huh? And it flips it. Why can't it just use my webcam, dog? I don't understand. We do have a backup plan, though. This. I have to unplug. Oh god, what a pain in the ass. Worst case scenario, I'm literally just gonna have to either disconnect either my mouse or my keyboard to plug in a different webcam. Oh god, I don't want to have to do that, but it's looking more and more likely. Okay. I think she can just pull me into the room. We don't have to worry about that for. Well, I do need to get my fucking thing to post. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Give me a second. Rack my dumb old man brain. This would just be so much easier if I wasn't poor and had like a USB multi-port dock or something. But I almost definitely. Let me go see if I have a dock. Give me 2 seconds. Fuck yeah, dog. Yo, we found the powered USB hub, dog. We're in it. Oh, unplug your bitch ass. Dude, we're in the money, alright? Look up the webcam and everything. Sir. You'd fucking laugh, dog. You would laugh so hard. Let me tell you. Okay, so the mouse works. Okay. Stop singing. Stop singing to myself. Come in here, click the button. Turn off camera, load. Mr. Brio. Hey! I fucking figured it out. Motherfucker! We got it! We got it all set up, the good camera. It's a little laggy because of the splitter, but honestly, it's so fine. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yes. Yeah, dude, that's a good song for this right now. We won. We got it all figured out. I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy camper. Gonna drag this shit over here. Peace. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we're all set up. I want to read this universal basic income proposal. Okay. Conceptually, a universal basic income. Let's be done with that. Universal basic income program provides a modest cash income at regular intervals each month or year to all individuals meeting minimal eligibility criteria. A UBI can serve as a social insurance program, a method for distributing income generated by government-owned asset, or both. Setting up USB keyboard. Do what you will, because it is working. The webcam is working, dog. Yes. Alright, everything's all set up and ready to go. Other terms for a UBI or a basic income guarantee or dude, alright, yeah, I get it, dog. You're gonna have to stop. Don't yeah, priority only. Thank you. Alright. Computers are annoying as fuck, bro. As spend about 30% of my time on computers just figuring out how they fucking work. Alright. UBI, conceptually, blah blah blah. Basic income guarantee or unconditional basic income. Where some countries like Finland and Canada have experimented with the United States, UBI discussions are largely notional. The United States does not have a countrywide UBI, and UBI proposals have not been introduced in the 115th Congress. Specific UBI policy proposals for the United States, however, have been offered by members of the social policy community, business world, and technology industry. Defining features. Key defining universality of benefits. The UBI benefit is provided to all persons subject to minimal criteria such as citizenship, adulthood, and non-incarceration. Easy peasy. Unconditional benefit receipt and usage. Beyond meeting minimal eligibility criteria, UBI proposals do not generally condition benefit receipt on particular attributes, behaviors, or outcomes. Means tests and work requirements are not common features. Likewise, few proposals place restrictions on UBI participants' use of the cash benefit. Basic benefit or profit sharing dividend, where a UBI is proposed on a social insurance program. The proposed benefit amount is generally selected to be large enough to cover basic living expenses. Two recent proposals, for example, placed a disposable UBI benefit between $10,000 and $12,000 per year, which is near the official poverty threshold for a single person. Interesting. It's a lot more than what I was like my first assumption for what it should be. My first assumption was like $500-600, you know, cost of just like feeding a family over the course, and which would still incentivize like getting a job and working, and not like ruin capitalism as a whole. Same thing with like a public health option, you know what I mean? Like it should cover like enough to like get you the basics, and you should probably work if you want more than just like the bare minimum in life. These were published in 2016. Those are old. World is very different than it was in 2016. When did COVID start? When did COVID start? 2019. Okay. Yeah. So we'll have to no, motherfucker. I have to figure something out with that. Okay. Well. What else can I look into right now? Free speech, climate change. Oh yeah, I do have the climate reports. So, pop that over here. What's new? Children displaced in a changing climate. This is the 4th of October, so this is very recent. My god, this is a whole ass paper, dog. This is so much shit to go through. I'm definitely not going to be able to suck up enough information, I don't think. Let's see reports. I like numbers. We get some numbers, we can do numbers, alright? Climate reports. Yeah, this is literally this where we are. Finance, other. Annual states interconnected disaster risks is an annual science-based report from the UN Institute for Environment and Human Security. Oh my fuck. 2023 report warns of 6 tipping points ahead of us and the role climate change plays in pushing us towards these tipping points. Interesting. It explains the potential consequences of surpassing these thresholds for people and planet and assesses options to avoid them through a new framework that categorizes risk mitigation solutions into 4 types. Alright, yeah, so we should just listen to these motherfuckers, right? This is the UN, it's literally the whole world. Well, the whole, that's a question. How many countries are in the UN? There are currently 193 UN member states. Each of the member states of the United Nations has 1 seat in the General Assembly. Information about current members, growth of membership since 1945, is provided below. Okay. Yeah, AI tends to come up with some pretty good answers too. Okay, boom. So Google's it for you. The UN is the largest intergovernmental organization. Each member state has equal representation in the UN General Assembly. The UN Security Council is the UN's principal crisis management body. It can impose binding obligations on the UN member states to maintain peace. It was founded in 1945. That's actually way younger than I thought it would be. It's interesting. I want to read about the United Nations a little bit. Please. I've never been into politics, so I have no fucking idea about any of this stuff. International organization founded in 1945, currently made up of 193 member states. The UN and its work are guided. Purpose and principles contained in its founding charter. The UN has evolved over the years to keep pace with a rapidly changing world, but one thing has stayed the same, and remains the one place on Earth where all world's nations can gather together, discuss common problems, and find shared solutions that benefit all humanity. That's fire. What a good mission statement, huh? Well, I'll dive into that on my fucking own. I ain't gonna make you guys sit through that shit. Let's play some fucking Pokemon, dog. I got like, a little less than an hour. I can click this whole group and move it. Just figured out how to do that. Can hide that bullshit. Looks pretty good. Alright. Boom, we're playing Pokemon Yellow Random. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. His name's Oak. You know him, you love him. That's a Rattata. Blah, 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 blah. What is our name? And go with the full metal. This douchebag. What do we call this douchebag? That's a question. Who's somebody I don't like? Let's go with we're gonna call him Ringo. Okay. Full Metal, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. Alright. This is Pokemon Yellow. Never seen or played this game before. This is the best one. We are randomizing. I actually didn't ask. This is just randomized in some variation, and I have not played it before, so. What's up, Mom? Right, all boys leave home someday. Said so on the TV. Oh, sure it did. Shouldn't watch so much TV, Mom. Let's leave. Fuck this place. And Professor Oak's gonna come. We're gonna run into our first wild Pokemon, and it is a Jigglypuff. Okay. So it looks like we're playing the game with a Jigglypuff. That's pretty fucking rough, dude. Jigglypuff only knows sing and pound, right? I think it actually just starts with sing. It doesn't even know pound yet. So we're probably just about to get fucking whomped in a bunch of battles here. You can have this Pokeball, and Ringo's like, nah, dog. Give me that fucking Pokeball, dude. Bob pushes us the whole 9 yards. It's quite violent. Don't think that that's necessary, my guy. You want to give a nickname? Yeah, we'll give her a nickname. Damn, why you get so many more spaces for the Pokemon, huh? Obviously gonna have to name it Puff Daddy. I don't see any other name that I could give this Jigglypuff. Let's see what is up with the Puff Daddy. Why do you know Skull Bash? Okay, so we have Skull Bash. That's pretty lit, dude. We can get Defense Curl. It actually combos. I'm guessing the moves are randomized as well. I wonder if there's a type logic applied to it also. So, oh my god, dude, really? Okay, so looks like his starter is going to be a Kadabra. We're going to obviously Skull Bash. Amnesia Kadabra, dog? Oh my god, yo. So now he's at 3 times special attack. Now he's at 6 times special attack. We lowered its head. Does my guy only know Amnesia? I did not expect Jigglypuff to win its first fight, dude. Alright, so that's not too bad. We're actually not gonna have a terrible time catching Pokemon and fighting and shit, so. Fuck yeah, dude. Yep, that Pikachu. Gosh darn him. Nice. Alright, and I think all the items are randomized as well. But gave us a potion, but that's legitimately a potion. So, okay. We have the Dire Hit and we have the potion. Dire Hit's actually bugged in Generation 1. And makes your critical hit rate worse instead of better. Wild Geodude, huh? I wonder if we can knock this thing out. my dude! What the fuck? Alright, so we're pretty even, me and him is so he's gonna Hyper Beam, we're gonna Skull Dash. Must recharge. Honestly, we can't white out that quickly, dude. Relax, Mr. Geodude. Holy shit. Bellsprout. How much you gonna bet the thing's gonna Solar Beam us? Is everything just a 2-turn move right now? No, he's Stun Spored. Okay. And we one-shot with the Skull Bash. It is Stab Skull Bash. And I don't think you can check what the like move values are right here. You can look it up. Look it up. Alright, Pokemon are all healed. Could probably take out a Geodude now. Let me see. Skull Bash. Skull Bash General 1 does nothing. On the following turn, it will do damage, PP will be deducted, and count as last move. Once Skull Bash is selected, you won't be able to switch out. Not fully executed, PP will not be reduced, and it will not count as the last move used. That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. We'll pause but not disrupt the duration of Skull Bash. That's gay. And Stadium Mirror Move will copy Skull Bash on either of the turns. Okay, that's fine. What's the damage? It's just the same all the time. 130 in generations 1 through 5. Nice, dude. 15 in generation 1 through 5. Yeah. So it's 130 with 100% accuracy. It just takes 2 turns. That's how Fly should have been. Fuck. Alright. It's enough. It's enough studying, bruh. Let's get to Viridian City. Trying to get one of these Hyper Beam Geodudes, bro. I don't know. It's pretty insane. Came from Palatown? I sure did. His order came in. Will you take it to him? Got Oak's parcel. And that's not randomized, right? Okay. Lit. I'll tell you, bro. Playing Pokemon or like Game Boy games on a PS4 controller is so much nicer. Like a fucking game changer, alright? Oh shit! Let's see what he's got. Peck? That's weird. And Sludge. Okay. Got the poison. Smash him with that. Alright, he's doing pretty decent damage with Sludge, but we're definitely going to take him out. That was a critical hit, too. Alright, so same type logic is not on. That's a guarantee. Or else that would have had like takedown or skull dash or something like that itself. Alright, let's give him back his parcel. I'm gonna need some coffee. Then we're gonna head on over to Erudite's waiting room and wait for her to be ready to talk to me. Gramps! Gramps, my Pokemon's grown stronger. Check it out! Alright, cool, Ringo. You started with a Kadabra. I literally, like, gave you the best Pokemon ever. Amnesia Kadabra. Now you just need to get a Psybeam or Confusion or something. Hate to say it, but I don't need you. Okay, bro. Such a fucking aggro dude, man. Any of these guys give you anything in this game? Could give me some Pokeballs, right? Alright, we have to go buy Pokeballs then. We're only gonna catch like one Pokemon per route. And just see what we get, see what happens. Seal. That's pretty interesting. And it knows Waterfall. That's kind of sick. If I had a Pokeball, I would catch you, sir. Turn the PC up a tiny bit. That way you guys can actually hear the game. Alright, we're gonna buy like 5 Pokeballs. Yeah, we're gonna buy like 3 potions, I'd say. Buy like 3 antidotes. Paralyze heal. And a burn heal. Let's go ahead and sell the dire hit so it's not just clogging my inventory like that. Pokeball, cool. Alright. You're gonna see me organize that shit 1,000 times, and I'm sorry in advance. Alright, we have Pokeballs. Let's go catch our first Pokemon here on Route 1. Pretty sure this is Route 1. Ooh, a Drowsy. Level 7 Drowsy. What the hell? Okay. He flinched us. Put up a light screen. Alright. So he's got Stomp and Light Screen. That's pretty interesting. Right, that put him in orange. So let's throw a Pokeball. Not quite. Let's throw another Pokeball and hope we don't get taken out here. Thank you, sir. Conform. Drowsy. Give a nickname. Yeah, dude. We're gonna name you Guska. You know, you know. Let's check out Baguska, dude. Amazing special. Light screen and stomp. It's not bad. Not bad at all. We're not going to be able to evolve Puff Daddy until we actually find a Moonstone, which could prove a little difficult, considering that the overworld items are randomized. Goldeen knows Waterfall too. Some good water pokes on this route. Alright. Let's go heal our dudes up so they don't pass out from exhaustion. Then let me go I'm gonna make my coffee, smoke a little bit of a cigarette, and then we're gonna hop into Erudite's waiting room and yeah, do that. Oh, give me just a moment. I'll be right back, dude. Honest, I swear it. Swear to you. Chillin. Be sitting in here and playing some Pokemon until I'm needed. Alright. Go get our second Pokemon over here. I don't think we're quite powerful enough to take Ringo on again. Sure, his Kadabra has learned some nasty tricks. Oh man, Eradicate? Right? Disabled the light screen, not a problem. Is that his only move? Oh. Okay, alright. Come to me, Eradicate. Yes. Thank you, sir. Yes. Rattata. I can't do Rattata the Rappa. I'm calling it Rattata. Let's check this dude out. High speed, decent attack, double edge, and dizzy punch. Interesting. Who actually gets dizzy punch in the game? I think that's Jinx's move, right? We got our little crew. Let's head on up, catch some more Pokemon. Hit the X button too many times. Oh yeah, we gotta get taught how to catch Pokemon now. Excuse me. Let's see what his random Pokemon is. Oh, a Pidgeot. Good luck catching that with just a single Pokeball, dude. Yeah, no way. He almost had it, though. Almost had it. Alright. Found a nugget? Hell yeah, dude. You can get the Pidgeotto random encounter. I think that's what Drowsy was, because he was such a high level. What the fuck? Okay, we definitely need this thing. Thunder Punch Articuno. Hit me with another Thunder Punch, dude. With a crit. Oh, and he paralyzed. I think Baguska's going down here. And it knows Wing Attack, bro. Alright. Oh no. That's fine. 100% use the next Pokemon. Alright, Puff Daddy. I don't want to Skull Bash it. We're gonna Skull Bash it. It's better not take him out. I don't think it's going to. Oh yeah. Alright, fingers crossed. Give me this Articuno, dude. Dude, I straight missed, bro. Are you joking? Jeez. Alright, dude. Relax. Rattata, go. Alright, Rattata's about to get some crazy experience. We're just gonna double edge and make sure we take it out. Yeah, Puff Daddy grew a level. Rattata did not. Alright, so Drowsy got bit bopped by that Articuno, dude. We can sell the nugget and try to catch that. Which I think is what we will try to do. Alright, sell that nugget. He's buy like 10 of those. Let's buy a couple more potions while we have the money as well. Don't forget to heal. Doop, 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 doop. Oh my god. Alright. Come to me, Articuno. Ammonite. It's fairly interesting, but I am specifically looking for that Articuno. Poliwag. Karate Chop Poliwag. You can get a decently fast Pokemon with Karate Chop. That's a guaranteed crit every move. Tentacruel. And it just knows its normal attack. And Waterfall. They all know Waterfall. That's crazy. Any crit. Alright, yeah. Stop that damn beeping. Let's see it, Articuno. Oh! Okay, we might take that instead. Hit him with a stomp. No, bite. And he flinched. Hell yeah, dude. Is withdraw and bite. Yeah, dude. Get him, Puff Daddy. Alright. Should expect that. It is a fully evolved Pokemon. Hell yeah, son. Bootops is one of my all-time favorites, actually. We're just gonna name him King, because he is the king. He is now our main Pokemon. Let's see, did he know anything else really scary? His Comet Punch, too. That's a shitty move, but it's cool. We have Dizzy Punch as well. Is Dizzy Punch any good? I'll have to find out. Oh, Dizzy Punch is actually pretty okay. Not too bad. 70 base power, 100 accuracy, and in Gen 1 does not cause confusion. It is what it is. Pokemon are fighting fit. Alright. Kabutops is gonna definitely need to get a couple wins, though. I guess we could probably just take it into Viridian Forest and see what happens, right? Kangaskhan. How many different Pokemon have we seen here, bro? I feel like we've seen way too many. Then what bite? Damn, and it knows fucking Thrash, dude? Holy shit, bro. And it's level 7. I didn't even see that. I don't think this is a good idea. Please stop. Holy shit, dude. What is happening? That is spectacular. Maybe we'll go down here, give Kabutops a little head start, huh? Holy shit. Got the Wild Seal. Alright. Nice crit. It's gonna be a neutral damage waterfall there. Another crit. Okay. Take those. So I guess they probably get random moves for every move that they should have. Yo, these EVs are on it with the poison, though. Yeah, with your 1 damage. Your 1 damage. Alright, he is now level 4. Damn, he's already stronger than Raticate is at level 4. He's not gonna need too much help, I don't think. Get pretty strong. I don't know. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, Puff Daddy can steal the deal on this one. Puff Daddy should be learning a second move pretty soon, actually. Jigglypuffs are good because they have a really high HP stat. King fainted. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. Pokemon are fighting fit. Thank you, ma'am. I wonder how hard the second rival's gonna be. Let's see. Did your Pokemon get any stronger? I don't know, man. Maybe. As a Gloom. It's gonna be bad if he has any grass moves. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's got Stab Sludge. That's rough, dude. We can definitely hit him with a double edge. Critical hit. Oh, we can hit him with another one. Worth it. Alright, Baguska. Gonna get hit with this Solar Beam. First, we're gonna set up a light screen. Take half damage from that. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not gonna stop Sludge, though, because in this game, Sludge is a physical move. Hit us with a Mega Drain, that's probably it, bro. Alright, Baguska is done. I really want to try to get the KO with King here. Alright, he's going for Solar Beam. That's nice. Hit him with a Bite, and it's crit. Not quite taking him out. We should have switched. I didn't think about it. Solar Beam definitely gonna one-shot. We're not winning this fight right now. Get hit with a Sludge. It's gonna insta-poison. Nope, not quite. Charging up, hit him with Skull Bash, take him out. Grow to level 9. Puff Daddy learned Sharpen. Now hold on. What were we supposed to change into, bro? Oh yeah, Psybeam now. Oh my fucking god, bro. Alright. We blacked out. Took out literally one of his Pokemon. Now I'm a little determined. We're gonna have to bop this guy out, bro. What the fuck? Maybe it doesn't know any good electric attacks. Missed. It knows Dizzy Punch? It really does seem like this randomizer is like prioritizing certain moves. Dude, we have missed every single one of these Pokeballs. That can't be right. Hit him with a Comet Punch. Yeah, I figured it would only hit twice. Missed, bro. Missed? Could at least try to catch it. Here's the last one. Jeez, man. Okay, yeah, we get it, bro. Dropped him. Brought us to level 5. Excuse me. I guess even like low level legendary Pokemon are not gonna be so easy to catch. Yeah, we're just gonna rock out with these 4 for a little while, I think. We don't really need too many Pokemon spread experience all around and shit like that. So we'll look Boot Tops level himself up a bit. Ooh, a Ditto. Interesting. You want to hit him with a bite while he's still a Ditto. Oh, what the fuck? Why do you need a Thunderbolt, dude? Chill out, my guy. Alright, we're level 6. Kabutops is getting insanely strong, like really quick, so that's good. Haunter. We have seen nothing but cool Pokemon like everywhere. And we literally can't hit that with him. I don't know if we can hit him with anything that we have. Dude, I think we have only normal attacks right now. That is in fact the case. We cannot take out a Haunter. That could be a huge problem very quickly, so we're gonna have to get one of these guys to have another move, or we're gonna have to figure something out. We could probably put Bide on. Why don't I do that, bro? Oh, goodbye, King. Do it, Rattata. Do. So Rattata with the Dizzy Punch is actually gonna hit pretty fucking good. Oh, I guess we don't need to be out here anymore. Puff Daddy versus a whole ass Zapdos. Thunder Wave, we're gonna Sharpen. We're gonna Skull Bash. And fully paralyzed, that's not cool. Alright. Took him out, grew to level 10. Still quite weak. Wonder if there's a way to set it where HM moves can be part of the need that. We'll need this up. I can just mute myself so they don't have to hear the shit. We hope to see you again. I hope your Pokemon gets, like, crushed. Basically what you're telling me. Interesting. Alright. Let's just keep it cruising. Kabutops will level up on the way. The other guys are just gonna have to catch up and figure it out. Alright, let's go get this item. Ooh, a Chansey. Very good. Interesting. This is super good XP we're gonna get right here. Yeah, it's on level 7. Flinched? I forgot that could even flinch. Tell you what, we are not taking that whole ass walk back. Pokédoll. Interesting. You can use that to do the Pokédoll skip later. Vital. Alright. Acquired trainer battle. Let's do it. Doug Trio. Now, if he has ground type move, this could be. My God, bro. I guess we should just assume they might have it. Oh yeah, and you outspeed me, Jesus. Oh, bye-bye. Do we just like Rattata? Maybe he'll outspeed. No. We did one shot though. Grew to level 7. Learned Razor Wind. What a useless attack, bro. And then we gotta go up against a rock type. That should be fun. But at least we can set up with Puff Daddy here. Who's gonna take crazy damage from that. But he's just gonna keep doing it, huh? Well, if he's gonna keep doing that, we might just lose this whole fight. I don't think any of our guys are gonna be able to resist that at all. Jeez, man. Oh, it's so unfortunate. He does better damage, but those earthquakes are just gonna hit way too hard, bro. And Disable does not disable the last move that they used in this game, sadly. Right, but we should be. Should be, can pop this out, yeah. Cool. And then I should be able to display capture that, right? Let's close that, open this. Can go full face. Add to chat. You guys don't think I am like anything better than I actually am. I am a actual nobody. Turn this up a little bit, I'm sure. Browser. Twitch alerts don't matter right now. Goal tracker does not matter right now. We can do a new window capture. Nice. Yeah. Do that. We probably just full screen that when we're in there. Ooh. Don't hide that. And we're chilling for a couple minutes, looks like. Gotta do some sheet in Discord. Actually, a tiny bit nervous. I'm gonna hit a cigarette. Should not be nervous. I just have to be myself. Not that serious. Aw. Kitty wants to make me feel better. Look at that. What are you covered in? Oh. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. I need some personal space,
Me, you guys are live and in the room. Just so you guys know, I am live streaming like right now. So don't say anything you don't want people to hear. And just while you're in the back room, just start working on getting your camera working.
Hey, I got the camera working.
Perfect.
Yes.
Hello.
Stopped booming.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing swell. I am doing swell. Just waiting on one more. Food Chops is joining us as well.
Perfect.
Cool.
And
Boop.
Uh.
Boop, boop.
I don't know how to explain this to Food Chops. An open waiting room.
It's odd that you can't tag a voice chat the same way that you can a text chat.
Yeah.
A little annoying.
All right, let's see if the camera works. Boom, we're working.
Perfect.
One more thing. All right, are we getting a camera from
Yes, yes.
you, or is it almost ready? Full metal?
Yep. It should be kicking on any second. Being a cat. Cat, you gotta say hi. She'll be here the whole time, so.
Oh. There we go. Gotcha. Hello,
Okay.
hello.
I'm so sorry. Hi,
That's
I'm
okay.
here.
You got here. That's all that matters.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. All right,
Hi.
we're gonna do a quick sound balance while I'm pulling 8,000 things up. Not having two screens is a nightmare situation. Okay, and now it's gone again. Oh, how am I gonna sound check this? Okay, we'll get full. Go ahead.
Test. It's about as loud as I talk.
Okay, you're looking
Test.
good. Yeah. Oh man, this is such a nightmare with only one screen. Okay, go ahead. Food Chops.
Testing. Hello.
Okay, and then Kai, go ahead.
Testing.
Okay, I'm gonna bump you up a little bit. Okay, alrighty, I think we're good to go now. Hi everyone, welcome to the very first Bridges podcast. So what I'm going to do, realizing that I only have one screen, I'm actually going to send myself the questions on my phone. And while we wait, do you want to just strum some music for us? Give us some interlude music
Yeah,
while I
sure.
quickly send myself something. Okay.
I don't claim to be good, just
It's okay. Okay. So, well, I can introduce us now. I got the question phone. Alrighty. So,
perfect.
the purpose of the interview is basically familiar with chat, familiar with live stream food shops. Obviously, you're a streamer, so you're a little bit more familiar. And just to kind of see how you manage yourself on a panel. It's not super high pressure. Obviously, if people from DGG invite you out to other panels as a result of this, just know I am not affiliated with them. So if they piss you off or upset you, it has nothing to
Yeah,
do
no
with
problem.
me.
I
You
won't hold
accept
anything against
their
you.
invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you accept
Yeah.
other invites at your own peril, okay? So let's start with just an introduction of who you are. Use whatever name you want people to publicly know you by. So don't use your personal name if you don't want that out there. Introduce your name and maybe broadly tell us a couple of things that are interesting about you, strong positions maybe that you hold on various political topics. I will start with food shops.
Yeah, sure. I'm Food Chops. I'm a commentator, debater, and occasionally I hold panels. And yeah, generally, I do research and I engage on topics. Generally, what I hope is on a responsible level. And yeah, I am generally new to this space, and that's about it for me.
Next, we'll go to Full.
Hi, I'm Full Metal Digimon. My name's Nate. You can just call me Nate. I am a apolitical person and have not been around human society enough to really delve into it, but I rediscovered it being a stay-at-home dad. I have a lot of nothing to do, and have been catching up on Destiny streams and your streams, and it's a very interesting world, and I'd like to become a part of it. I just kind of play video games and listen to music and stuff, but I'm interested in politics, and I'd like to delve into these things a little further. So that's why I'm here.
Sweet. All right. And last but certainly not least, Kai.
Hey, Least here. Yeah, I'm just a random viewer. Yeah, I just watch Destiny stream sometimes. Not so Rudites when he's like not streaming. I have a little. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. I like politics. Like, I'm more interested, I guess, in like cultural aspects around politics, like sort of the cultural things that make people have certain political leanings and stuff like that. I have a lot of criticism of like debate culture and stuff like that. I feel like debate is kind of overrepresented in the political sphere, and I feel like collaboration is kind of underdone. I feel like there need to be more conversations that are kind of pointed towards a goal and not necessarily just kind of causing a lot more polarization and ideas and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay, interesting. Super interested to ask you a little bit about your views on debate then, since that's kind of here. So you must watch Steven and kind of the DGG universe. How do you feel then about the fact that debate is a kind of a standard thing within it? Do you think it's radicalizing people?
I don't necessarily I wouldn't say it's like radicalizes people. I just say that it kind of causes people to worry more about their positions on things, which I think is important to know your position on something. But I'd say, like, even for this, I didn't know that if this was going to be a debate or a conversation or something like that. And if it is a debate, why give 12 topics? That's yeah. So like, I think it's I think it's important to like get educated on stuff, and I think debate is not really a good way to get initially educated on a topic. Like, I feel like you need sort of a narrative, as skewed as it can be, but you need some sort of narrative to get an education on certain topics. That way, you kind of have a thread to follow in order to build your thoughts on and kind of get a better understanding of something. And I feel like a lot of people kind of initially get their ideas through streamers and debate spheres and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's necessarily going to cause, productive, I guess, ideas in terms of like, oh, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? Like, what ideas should we have? I feel like there needs to be more like collaborative sort of conversations that are kind of like I wish there was a thing where instead of having a thing where you have people debate a single topic, there was something where it's like, okay, you're on the right of this, you're on the left of this, you're a centrist, you have 1 hour to figure out a solution to poverty, and you just have to agree and find out a solution to something. Yeah.
Okay.
If I may,
it's
I
open.
think.
It's open
Oh, okay.
conversation.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
know if it was open or not. Yeah. So, I think I heard somebody say, I forgot who it was who said this, but I guess a lot of problem in this space is that a lot of it is like mental. People say it's like a mental masturbation exercise, I guess, where uh, even though you present it as a discussion, people are prepared for a debate. Where even if you say in DMs, like this is sort of the experience, I guess, for me, and I guess I'm complicit in it too. Where a lot of the times in the early times when I did my content creation, I would tell people, "Oh my God, don't worry about it. It's just an interview." But then I would ambush them with a lot of like hard interview questions in the middle, and these interview questions would a lot of times turn into like a debate or something along the lines of that. So yeah, a lot of the problems come from like the toxic atmosphere as well, where when it does turn into a debate, then it sort of aggravates the problem as well. But yes, I would love to see more discussion based. But you know, you have to work on that over time in the overall atmosphere, in order to encourage more productive discussions. But you have to build your rapport as like a streamer or a content creator in order to do so.
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like
Yeah, I want to get his thoughts.
sorry, yeah, I was gonna say I feel like debates are like integral to having any kind of like actual change happening. Until you can like agree upon like a problem, you can't do anything to try to fix it. If this person's saying this is a problem and another person doesn't agree, and we're arguing about things like definitions and words, and things can get really out of hand really fast. I think I really like what he said down here about like putting three people of a different spectrum and really making them like solve an issue. I tend to focus a lot more on like numbers and things like that, and like trying to figure out what's an actual like solution that everyone can be a little happy with. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's really supposed to be about like I crushed you and now I win and my way is right because I made you look dumb. It should be you know, a blend of ideas. Where can I make some concessions to make you more comfortable with the thing that we now agree upon? But
No, 100%. Yeah, like I feel like Aruna, when you went to like Washington or whatever, like did you feel like the atmosphere there was more like we need to figure out like solutions to actual issues, or did it feel like it was kind of people are too hard line to actually like you know, meet in the middle on anything?
Depends on which conversation we're talking about. With Rokana, I think there was a number of people that were definitely team players and asking tougher questions, but good questions. And I think there was other people that were a little bit less team player oriented and a little bit just more kind of interested in fighting for their kind of personal position. In the Rokana conversation, at least. Once we got to the panel, I think there was a lot more tension there, but I think that's a
True.
little bit more complicated as to what was going on in that dynamic.
No, yeah, like I think politically, like ironically, there might be a little bit more like people meeting in the middle than I guess in the streamer sphere. Like for instance, in the Destiny Shapiro debate that's going to happen, I don't think anybody's going like thinking like, man, they're gonna find out, they're gonna agree on a solution to something. Like
Yeah.
they're probably thinking like, yeah, like somebody's gonna kick somebody's ass, and like there's going to be like a winner in this. Yeah.
I think a really good example was when Destiny went on with Nick Fuentes and Circa on the Fresh and Fit show, and that was a great example of where simply just having the debate and challenging their ideas even in the smallest amount can expose so much about like what they're trying to build up. And what they're trying to build up is essentially just a narrative where it's like, listen to this story, don't look at the details, don't ask me questions about that, just assume that what I'm saying is correct. And I think in like situations like that, it is kind of necessary to dismantle someone's viewpoint.
I think one. Yeah,
Go
I think another terrible. Sorry, Another terrible part as well is I think it's called like audience capture as well. And I could be using the term wrong as well, but when you're like ideologically captured by your audience as well, you feel like you have to cater to them. And I know that especially like in academic circles, you don't need to worry about audience capture as much as like streamers and etc. Because at least when it comes to when it comes to streams, you get that kind of like dopamine rush when you see, you know, the hearts fly out, or when you see the money fly out and etc. Right? And or when you cater to your side specifically, and when you are like an early content creator, you want to gets when you dunk on some big content creator and you get a lot of attention. And I've been there before, and I'm still like, and I'm still arguably there in that position trying to do that. But obviously, like, is it arguably like a position where it's like you can argue the ethicalities of doing something like that? Because arguably, I can do that kind of thing where I can dunk on not so erudite right now and go like, oh my god, how about you did this kind of thing in the past and you did this kind of thing in the past and whatever like that, right? Arguably, I can do that. But the thing is like, um, it does it foster a good atmosphere for overall Twitch poll? Does it not? Does it in my opinion, it just does not, like that's just my opinion, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, like
I'm
I think
curious.
go ahead.
I'm going to somewhat direct it. Since we're talking about this, I'm super curious. I know a number of you mentioned interest in mental health specifically in your application, and I'm super curious how you guys think debate and the online sphere specifically, and kind of the culture that is politics online, what its interaction is with mental health contribution. And I'd be even curious, do you think that these types of conversations, the debate style conversations, are like an extension of mental health problems? Like how do you tie these two things together? I'm super curious.
I would say in debate spheres, I've seen like certain debates where like Dr. K would go on, and that's like an entirely different kind of conversation as certain other debates where like autism's being thrown around as a verb. And it mental health is a lot more like known about today. We know which synapses are not firing, which receptors need to be, encouraged and things like that. I feel like really engaging mental health discussions could happen, though I feel like there's a disproportionate number of people on the internet with mental health problems, and it becomes a really personal topic for people, and they get really upset very fast when you try to have like an engaging conversation about things like bipolar disorder or BPD or ADHD or anything like that. So
Yeah, I think it depends on the content creator too. Like certain content creators, I would say, are definitely not like a boon for your mental health if you watch them. Like I think one of the most like disturbing things I saw on your stream, Erudite, was like when you were interviewing Murkoff the Perk or whatever. And you could tell, like, I don't know if like right from the beginning or in the middle of it to the end, like she was pretty much only listening to her chat, like after a certain point. Like there was no way that you could possibly have a conversation with her. And there was going to be, and I'm just thinking like how, I don't know, where it's like kind of mutually parasitic, where you have an audience that kind of wants somebody to be mentally unhinged. And then you have a streamer who has an audience who wants to be mentally unhinged, and it just creates kind of, a spiraling sort of thing where, yeah, if you see somebody successful who has mental health issues, does that mean that you're going to see them as a role model and that you're going to try to,
Yeah, are you guys so can you repeat the question again? The question is specifically regarding between the link between debate and mental health, right?
Yeah, I'm curious if you guys think
Yeah.
that there's a connection, because one thing I've noticed is, I'm
There
sure
is.
you guys would agree, normies don't love internet culture much. They tend to not know much about it, and they tend to get extremely uncomfortable when they're around it. And so I'm curious if there's kind of a mental health link that's going on here.
Yes. So I have a question for these two. So are you guys content creators? Just double checking.
no.
you
Okay.
could say that, but I'm bad at it.
Have you done debating before, or
No.
have you had like extensive debate?
No.
So for me, one thing that I sort of discovered is that at the beginning, I feel like one huge advantage that I had over content creators when I was debating in the beginning, was that I touched grass. I was like, oh my god, I touch grass, so obviously I'm way better than you guys, and so therefore I can debate way better than you guys. But then over time, as I delve deeper and deeper into content creation, I feel like the inner Joker is rising like inside of me, and I feel like I am losing my sanity when it comes to content creation, and I'm grinding out my hours when it comes to content creation, like 15 hours, 16 hours a day, 14 hours to 16 hours a day, nonstop editing, producing, everything, right? On top of that, trying to stay on top of debating, researching for debates, and worrying about the next debate, and seeing how I will look in front of my audience, in front of the other audiences, in front of debates as well. Like that is soul crushing, like sometimes soul crushing, right? Sometimes mental health crushing as well. And one loss can have you be crushed, especially like the first major like crush can have you be crushed for several days afterwards. And that is a feeling like the average viewer can't really relate to, in my opinion, but a content creator who has gone through the Joker mode or Joker phase can definitely relate to, where it's like, okay, you got crushed. How do you come out of it? You know, how do you cope with it? How do you whatever, right? Because this is not something that you can usually just tell people, except with your loved ones, I guess, or with people you really care about, or unless you're super honest with your audience, I guess. But yeah, it's just something that's unique, I guess.
No, but yeah, like in a way, I'd call that like, I mean, I don't want to characterize it because you probably have your own view of it. But I mean, yeah, something like that can be kind of a spiral, right? Like, because I feel like a lot of political streamers, they jump into this because they probably have a message that they think is like good for people to know, and they want to spread it, and they want to cause like a positive change on things. But if you're in an environment where you're feeling like I need to get a win in order for me to be successful, and I need to continuously do that, then I'm sure it can kind of corrupt it to where you're kind of worried more about, just growing and not necessarily about, sticking to whatever values you might have originally had. But I feel like if you have like, really strong, like, values, or you're making sure, I guess, to check yourself every time you're doing it, like you can have both. Like you can have a successful thing, you can have a debate sphere, but you can also, I guess, have a consistent message or something like that. I feel like Destiny always like tries to check himself and make sure that he's on the correct course. And yeah.
Yeah, that was actually what I was going to bring up. Is the entire reason I got into this at all was because I had seen Hassan, I had seen a few other political streamers, and I wasn't interested. I literally just got a computer in last December, so all this stuff is new to me. And when I saw Destiny actually researching things on stream actively and like wanting to just learn more and make sure like, hey, if this is, with the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, even if people aren't going to agree with what I have to say, this is just what it is. And being unrealistic and like just kind of wrapping around the echo chamber, like you said, it's a spiral. It's just a continuum that'll never end. You want to impress your friends, and makes it really hard to like admit and be humble, like, yeah, I was wrong, like this is incorrect, let me correct myself. So yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think then that there's like do you think the internet, so obviously the internet is going to be a bit more home to mentally ill people. I think everyone like broadly agrees with that. And I think most people would probably agree that internet also makes people more mentally ill. Do you think the confluence of politics with the internet kind of, because Food Shops, you're kind of bringing, like, it brings out that inner Joker and that inner crazy. Do you guys think it kind of somewhat creates it as well? That people who enter kind of normal and reasonable kind of get pooped out 2 years later, radical or really unwell? I'm not sure what you guys' thoughts are.
Yeah, I think 100%, because the type of politics that happens on the internet is a specific type of politics. When you go to like a democratic like convention, it's not anything like that. When you go to like a town hall meeting, it's very, very different from what you would see on like a political stream. I like to view political streams as like a biased news station where you can get talking points, and you should definitely research these things in the real world and see how they apply, especially in like the area that you live. Could like drastically change what someone's talking about.
Do you think viewers are complicit in this then? Like who's responsible for
Oh yeah,
that's kind of both. I would say it's probably a bit of a greed thing. I've heard that when you see a YouTube check, it kind of changes a lot of things. I know, like, for someone like me, I'm actually poor. I live paycheck to paycheck, and me and my family struggle very intensely, you know what I mean? And like the things that like me and my family care about, drastically different than what, say Destiny would have to care about, or any other like content creator out there. When you're out in the real world, I've done a lot of work with addicts and recovering alcoholics, and to like hear these kinds of stories and like to see how prevalent things like that are. There's a giant chunk of like the actual United States that is not involved in this at all whatsoever. So I think it's important to separate the two of them. And people do hit the feedback loop when you see the money and you see the chat popping off saying yes, yes, yes. I think you end up with
Yeah.
like a Hassan situation.
Yeah, I think I think one of the biggest like jarring things for me as well is that I already expected the crazies and weirdos on the internet because I've always been like a, I guess, resident of the internet, from a long time ago, right?
Mhm.
But I've always touched grass. I've always like done that as well, like simultaneously. But then I never knew how much I craved like touching grass ever since I started content creation, because like, oh my God, like I guess to put it plainly, the toaster fuckers are really out there, right? And you never knew how closely you can get to the toaster fuckers until they've started appearing in your chat, like when you're a streamer. And when you're a streamer and the toaster fuckers start appearing in chat, it's like it's a different experience altogether. And it's not like I'm not talking specifically about like okay, sometimes people can act in certain ways in other communities where you go like, I feel like I shouldn't. Now that I have gone Joker mode and have gone back, now they have started bothering me. And I don't know why it's starting to bother me. Maybe it's either a collapse of my mental health, or it's either like it's starting to affect me more because I am closer to the Joker world. And I don't know which is which, and that is also driving me insane. So yeah, it's an interesting discussion to have, that's for sure.
And in terms of like the internet and like the political sphere and just kind of how that kind of like influences each other, like I feel like anything has happened on the internet that we have a problem with in terms of like I guess like yeah, just how like political bias, propaganda, all of that stuff. Like obviously, like all of that has happened before the internet. Like there were definitely kids on college campuses in the '60s using like the Vietnam War and environmentalism for clout. Like they were just like, it's wrong, man. Like don't worry about it. Like yeah. So I think but I think what the internet has been like really strong in is kind of making that like a bigger problem than it is. Like so, like for instance, what used to be an issue on a college campus solely, where a bunch of kids would get in an argument over like a political decision that is an entirely different country, completely like not related to any place in like Boston or something like that. But there would at least be people in their own state who would see something like that and maybe feel a little bit more realistic about that. Like like there'd be like blue collar workers or something in the state, and it'd be like, oh, people lost their jobs or something. Like I can relate to that, but I feel like now there's a thing where everything on the internet is broadcast to everybody, and everybody gets the same amount of propaganda from every place. And yeah, I don't, and I think it's also done a disturbing thing where at least for me, when I see like a trending Twitter feed or something like that, I think it's kind of weird that like something as like important as like Palestine war and stuff like that is possibly for somebody as important as Sniper Wolf like doxing somebody. Like I think that's really weird. I think that's disturbing, and I feel like the internet has kind of really fucked up people's view of like what is like important in their lives. And I feel like at least what Food Shops is talking about, like touching grass, I feel like a lot of people want to solve every problem in the world, but you would do a lot better by just doing something in your immediate area. Like mowing a neighbor's lawn would probably do a lot better than just shooting out an opinion online
Very
that you have.
Jordan Peterson of you to say.
Can I
I'm
add?
sorry.
I
I would
don't
like
have
to
to apologize. I think Jordan Peterson's based. Go ahead.
I actually want to add on to that. To sorry, what's your name again?
Kai
Uh,
Crow, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Alan.
Kai Kroto, yeah. I actually want to add on to what Kai Kroto said. And this is something that I've said before. But if you're like a few hundred live viewer streamer or whatever the heck, right? And you talk about politics and stuff, that's great. But also like if you're one canvasser and you go out and canvas for for what you believe in, that's fantastic, because your one day of canvassing is like far more impactful than 100 days of streaming about like a political topic that you're super duper passionate about, in my opinion, right? Because you reach out, you form these bonds, you show people that you care, and yeah, etc., right? Because for me personally, right, I personally have canvassed around 10 times by now, right? So it's just for me it's just like personally fulfilling. And even though I personally only canvassed out there for social purposes, like for the sake of making friends and for the sake of getting out there and touching grass, it's not even as much as like for the social or political issues or etc. Right? Just for the sake of getting out there and not being cooped up all day at home. Even then, there is something rewarding that comes out of it, and I think that should be awarded or rewarded. It's good. It's good. It's something good. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask the obvious question. If it's better to be locally involved, why do you guys want to come on a politics podcast in Miami?
I live here.
Okay,
So,
you live here?
Yeah, it's
Why
Florida.
aren't you there in person?
You are locally involved. You're like, I am being local. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've been surprised, honestly. I grew up thinking I was Democrat because my parents were Democrat, and upon like researching the topic questions that you sent me, I like became more conservative or closer to the center. There are a lot of good things that a lot of people are doing, and I think it's like not right to like overlook like the way DeSantis has like boosted school options here in Florida. There's like 4 or 5 different school choice options that you can choose from anywhere in the state. I've even applied for a scholarship to be able to tutor my son from home, and they're sending me resources and everything else like that. And I'd always had it in my mind that they were evil, so it's I personally just need to learn some more before I do anything. I don't want to help the wrong people personally.
Yeah, I think with social media, like I have my complaints about it and stuff like that, and I definitely think like doing stuff in your media area is important. But I would like personally, I think like fiction, like music, arts, and everything like that are as influential as like some philosophers or anything like that people care about. Like that stuff is good for the soul, and I don't believe in souls, but yeah. But I think that social media, like streamers and stuff, I feel like they could be a force for good. I feel like there are probably people who are spreading that message and doing good things. But I think in its current like incarnation, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, they obviously have models that are not focused on trying to better society. They are on models of profiting and making content that is engaging, right? Like, and people who make that content, I think unfortunately get stuck in a loop of trying to get engagement. And I feel like like I wish there was like a Wikipedia version of social media where it was just publicly owned, and there was just it was harder to be I guess inflammatory. It was harder to get people angry, and it was easier to inform people. And yeah.
But if I could interject for a second, we currently have that in news media, and they are held to those kinds of standards, and libel and like defamation like laws are in place to protect them, or to protect people from like news channels just running whatever. I feel like our current generation, I mean, I'm 32, I know I'm kind of old, but a lot of people, even the older people, can get all their news from like Twitter or Facebook as opposed to CNN, or go check MSN, BC or whatever, and Fox, like check a couple and see what the different narratives are looking like. That's how it used to be, and now you can go and listen to Destiny yell about it for a while.
Well, at least like in my answer to that, like I think like you have news media and stuff that can give you information, but I think at least the interesting part about social media is that you kind of, in a way, digitally have social interaction with people that can give you information. And I feel like crowds, society, like just people intercommunicating with each other can have a positive effect on things. Like I feel like the Arab Spring was a good example of social media like working, in my opinion. But I just wonder about that all the time. I hear opinions online and stuff like that, and I just keep thinking like, well, how is this going? Chill out, Libby. How is this going to lead to people actually going on the ground and doing something? And I feel like the problem with the internet right now is it kind of just causes you to get absorbed in it, and it's not really connected to the real world. And I wish there was more of like a confluence of the two things. And I feel like maybe the future will lead to that. I'm gonna let him outside.
Food, any thoughts on the question?
Yeah, I'm not in like this is probably one of the hardest things to tackle because I'm trying to think about it, right? But trying to connect social media to like the real world is like a huge struggle because I know that one of the weirdest things is that for phone banking, I know that it's already really hard to get people to phone bank. Especially within the organization that I work with. But then for some reason, for canvassing, people go out a lot for canvassing, and then even then, for some canvassing events it's like sometimes it's like 3 to 5 people, and then for some other major canvassing events it's like for like 10 people or 13 people, and but then trying to connect the social media aspect to actually getting out and canvas is so hard because I remember like trying to call up people, trying to renew their memberships and stuff. And then I know that a lot of them just don't even straight up respond. And another thing that I try to call up, and then like one of them says like, "Bro, I don't even got no money no more," or something like that, and I'm like, "Damn, I don't know, bro." And then yeah, I just it's so hard, it's really hard. And trying to get people out there, trying to get people like one of the things that we really try to empathize is when you actually go out there, you want to thank them a lot for actually taking the time on like a Saturday morning or on the Sunday morning for actually going out there and knocking on people's doors. It's just, yeah, like again, you know what? Tell you what, if you ever figure out the secret to getting people off their asses and going out there and knocking on doors, let me know. Okay, all right. Let me know. Okay, I think usually the answer is free pizza. Okay, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so I sent you guys a list of questions, which Kai has feelings about. I'm going to ask you a bit about healthcare specifically. So I asked you guys, should healthcare be a universal right provided by the government? But since there's a specific mental health interest, I want to hone in a little bit and ask, do you guys think that mental health care should be a universal right? Or is it a more privatized system that's going to be better able to address mental health needs? Where do you guys fall on universal health care when it comes to specifically mental health?
Ooh.
Um,
Yeah. Mhm.
sorry, you guys can go ahead. I have a lot of
Oh
thoughts on
yeah,
this.
yeah. Yeah, sure, I can begin. So, um, I think when it comes to specifically mental health care, I think it should absolutely be a universal right. However, I know that we have a limited amount of therapists and psychiatrists there are in the world. So the thing is that one risk that I can see is that for extremely long wait times, which is why that I sort of see the benefits of also having like a private option as well. And the thing is that the another benefit of like a private option is like innovation stuff, but I don't really see any like benefits of innovation in the mental health. Like what other benefits is there to innovation in like a mental health aspect? But one thing that I can actually see to benefit is that I've heard sometime of like a chip that can be surgically implanted in your brain and it would deliver like a shock every single time you experience depression spiraling. And it actually worked for like the one test subject that it was administered to. And every single time, and she was like medicine resistant. So there was like literally no hope for her. If she was in Canada, she'll be euthanized. Okay. So literally, it worked for her and she no longer lives like a sad life or anything. So yeah, in my opinion, it's like a really mixed issue. So I have yeah, that's just about my stance on it. It's just like it should be a private and a public thing. Private in terms of developing actual hardware for it, and public in terms of like a limited like public option for people who probably can't, really afford it, in my opinion, and limited to like lower income people. That's it.
I fully agree. Pretty much there should 100% be a public option, though mental health does get so like hyper specific for each person. It's hard to say that things like one-on-one therapy can be subsidized in that way. So it would be ridiculously expensive, though. If we could better like focus on diagnosing and finding commonalities between these things and finding more accurate ways to identify what exactly you're having a problem with, you can then be sent to the right person a lot faster, and you won't have people waiting in their normal general practitioner's office to then go be directed to a therapist, to then be directed to a psychiatrist, to then be directed to a neurologist. And I know personally over the last year, me and my wife have had struggles with a BPD diagnosis being changed to a bipolar diagnosis, and then there's all types of other research. It is an entirely different thing, you know. And I think if we have the public option to more specifically diagnose, that way you could follow the proper path, it would save a lot of time and a lot of money across the board for everybody if you're not wasting time. You know, I think hospitals for profit is a bad incentive model. It's great for things like diet and plastic surgery or whatever other like extraneous like things that aren't like medically necessary. But I know for someone like me, you know, like I could use a doctor. I haven't been to a doctor in 10 years. And that's honestly the reality of a lot of people, is that we just don't have the money to do those things. I was homeless. I lost all my teeth. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of other people in the world that really could use just the most minimal basic health care. Like, get them in, make sure they're eating properly, make sure, you know, hey, if they do have a problem, maybe recommend them. You know, Australia does a great job of having a public option, and then you can specialize into certain other things by subsidizing it with private health insurance, and then you get tax rebates for having private insurance to alleviate the stress of the public option. So I think it's realistic, and I think it's possible. And we used to have like state accessible mental health options in the United States, and a lot of states closed those down. So that left a lot of people unmedicated and on the street, which is scary.
Yeah, I like back in like 2020, I like right after I recovered from like COVID, I ended up getting tinnitus, and I went on this whole freaking thing where I was just like, I was lucky to be on Medicaid, so I was on Medicaid and I was able to actually go to see like I went on pretty much like a healthcare vacation where I was just seeing like I went to see a neurologist, I went to see an audiologist, I went to see an ENT and stuff like that, and yeah, like I feel like with healthcare and stuff like that, it's like I feel like privatization is helpful because at least when it comes to mental health issues, there's lots of factors to it. Like I like at least when I was going on like this website called Tinnitus Talk, which if you haven't, never go there because it's just a lot of depressed people complaining about their disabilities and stuff like that. But there was like specifically to suicide forum. Just don't go on that. But yeah, like if like there were a lot of people who were basically seeing psychiatrists and stuff for like an issue that was kind of like you know, there wasn't currently a cure for it or something like that. But at least to me, like the beauty of privatization is that there are companies that I could see in real time were like competing basically to figure out ways to fix that issue, you know, like stem cell stuff for like in the cochlea, or like using like bimodal stimulation to basically like reduce your tinnitus and stuff like that. And they were all kind of getting grants and stuff and trying to get FDA approval. So that was interesting. And I know for those people, if they didn't have it or it was significantly reduced, they probably would have at least a lot better mental health in terms of like how they felt about their condition and stuff like that. But I think if we're going to have private healthcare, it needs to be really fucking transparent. Like you need to know exactly how much you're going to pay ahead of time. And like for instance, I went to the emergency room once, and I was covered for the emergency room, but I wasn't covered for the doctor. I didn't know that until after the appointment, though. It's just like random stuff like that, where it's just like I at least be transparent if you're going to do that. But I mean, I feel like public option could work too if we want to go that route, and it helps more people in the long run. So yeah.
One thing I'm curious about, maybe I'll stand against you guys a little bit then. So one of my issues with privatizing mental health care specifically is the grandfathering question. There's a lot of people who are able to practice mental health care right now as therapists, social workers, psychotherapists, psychologists, right? All very different discipline backgrounds, particularly social workers compared to the other two. Yet they're kind of treated similarly, they're paid identically. And so the question would be, this is how the private sector is working right now. It's decently unregulated. If you publicize this, you could maybe regulate it more closely. But the question is, do you grandfather in all these people? If you get rid of the social workers, you're probably getting rid of 30 to 40% of your mental health care workers. what do you do about the integration of these types of individuals? Because the reality is, maybe you guys disagree, but I don't view these people as the same. I don't view a registered psychotherapist the same as a social worker. I've never experienced their quality of work to be similar either. So I'm super curious, and maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you guys want to stand social workers here.
No, I'm actually gonna go right against social workers almost entirely as a concept. It's while it is great having a like entry level representative for you in these spaces, I've personally seen a lot more efficiency with like community driven groups and programs of that nature. I know like overeaters and alcoholics and everything, we all have groups that we go and see, and those are free, 100% crowdsourced and funded by ourselves. We pass out literature. There's lots and lots of resources, and I see no reason why mental health needs to be paywalled like that, to be able to start to delve into reading about the different types of mental disorders and things like that. Going through, I've been through so many options, BetterHelp and like psych wards and things like that, and the amount of times that I'm sent to somebody else because I don't know specifically this thing, I think it would be better to like have higher, more stringent requirements for these things. I know people that got their, you know, alcohol counselor licenses in like 6 months, you know, and they're not really any more knowledgeable than someone who's say been dealing with the problem for a couple of years and can sit down in a group with you and chat. So I think you know, it really needs to come down to the community as well. If we all have these shared problems and it is as prevalent as it's said, we can get together and group up and discuss as a group how to do it. And I think that has almost as much benefit as talking to a social worker who doesn't have the same problem that you do and hasn't experienced emotions in the way that you do, to try to understand that. Because I know personally I can't understand mental health problems to that degree. Like I can't imagine what it's like to not be in control of my faculties to that degree, or to have certain things go certain ways. So I don't think it's fair to assume that a social worker or you know, a registered nurse or anything like that is going to be able to really tell you anything.
Okay.
But
So you're against paid mental health help in general?
no, not in general. There are obvious like needs for like hospitalization and like therapy. That is a very different thing than having these like bare bones social work programs, where most of what they do is connect you to other professionals that do know what they're doing. But those things could be publicly accessible on a website to the same degree. So
let's just say like a paid therapist or a paid psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fine. That's private. Yeah, you can go speak to a therapist about anything you want to these days already. So, you have
yeah, I mean, at least from what I'm getting, it sounds like you kind of feel like communities can kind of address certain issues for free right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah, like I mean, I think at least if you're talking about like somebody who's who's like a social worker who's only been like trained for like 6 months or something like that, I'd probably feel the same way. But at least I don't know if this is a private edge or not, but at least there's probably a possibility you have somebody who would have more training if they're incentivized to, and that they could possibly give you a lot better diagnoses of like what you're dealing with. And yeah, but I mean, if there's a way to do that publicly, I mean, I'm not against it either. Like to me, at least, it's just being able to have a network where somebody who can start with having no idea what's going on to getting to somebody who knows exactly what's going on. And at least I feel like for a lot of people, whether it's a mental issue or like just a physical issue or something like that, it sort of seems more like you have a web of stuff that you have to deal with. Like my mom specifically, she doesn't like paying like for anything. She doesn't like really trust doctors or stuff like that. And she swears by chiropractors, which I think is not a good idea. But
do you think chiropractors should be covered publicly then?
I don't honestly, I'm super skeptical of them. Like, I mean, I feel like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I'm like, why aren't you seeing like a physical therapist? Why aren't you seeing a doctor to actually like, you know, give you X-rays or something like that? You know, I like people who go for like solely to get adjustments because there might be like a placebo effect that you're getting, or something like that. I mean, I do think a huge issue with privatization is that it causes, yeah, like people who don't really have answers to issues get the same sort of like credence as, you know, going to an actual doctor or something like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think that I'm sure there are some frustrations that people have that are anecdotal when it comes to, you know, and I think the difference between and you know, people can on this panel can correct me if I'm wrong because I don't really have much experience on the subject at all, right? Social workers are people who are like, you know, 6 months training and like they're just counselor people, right?
They typically have 4 years education minimum. They typically have a bachelor's, and some of them will also go on to get a master's of clinical social work.
Okay, and the psychiatrists and stuff like these are
Psychiatrist is a
medical
medical
school,
doctor.
yeah,
So
medical
that's a
doctors.
medical
Okay,
doctor. Psychologists typically have a master's to PhD in psychology. They're not medical doctors.
okay.
Yeah.
For me, like that seems like a big gap in education for me, and it seems like to me that that big gap in education seems like um you might learn some things in that gap of education that will be important in learning some things that some social workers may not be able to determine. But I don't exactly know what specifically, and I don't know if these specific things are significant or insignificant in practice, though.
Mhm.
But uh, I don't know enough on the subject to say that, but I guess this is the question that I am throwing out there, right? Um, but yeah, I think that community resources are great. I think that you know, social workers are great, but I
Do you think
guess
they
like
should be publicly covered? Do you think
I
social work should
think
be paid at a state?
I'm not entirely sure actually. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they should be publicly covered or not. Yeah, I wouldn't say
Uh,
I know enough about this.
well, I've only ever experienced three types of social workers in my time, and that was in jail, in a treatment center, and in schools. And particularly like at a school that is a publicly funded you know, position, and they are like required to adhere to a lot more um like restrictions and things along that. I don't know the hyperparticulates, but I do know a few social workers that worked in schools that ended up did going to get their masters and furthering their education that way. Um, Whereas in treatment centers and in jails, they're like, here, we're just going to help you not get arrested again. We're going to help you not do the bare minimum worst thing that you can do. And they really don't provide you with anything. People coming out of jail are confused, very confused, and very likely to end up going back. These are just where I see social workers operating the most often. But if there are other places that they are working with people, I think if we had, you know, public social workers that were accountable and held to the same like transparency that every other public tax paid infrastructure that we have, you know, we can as a people look at it and analyze it and vote on how it should be ran, would be a lot better. You could send them into jails, you could send them into treatment centers, you can contract them out if you need to subsidize things. And you can repurpose those same social workers we have now, expand their education a little bit, just like we are with you know, a lot of different fields are expanding. It's a lot of things are coming out at once, and I don't think it's schooling from 6 to 10 years ago is even relevant as much today. So
Going out on a limb, it's probably better for them to be as a public service, right? Because I don't
mm,
know if privatizing them would like cause them to be innovative anymore as like a competitive capitalism market kind of thing. Like if you're saying, for instance, like sending them into jails and etc., like just having like a social worker there would probably help a lot more than having nobody there. Like even having like a bad social worker would probably be better than having no social worker. I don't know, you know,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
just me going out
so
on a limb.
what I just can't really decide is I'm not really sure how whether it being public or private would necessarily like improve the quality. Like I think setting different education standards for them, if that's what we're talking about, if we don't feel like a 4-year education really like does the job, then I'd say that probably needs to be a thing like fixed. But yeah.
I think that the real answer is that there is benefits to both options, and that's why we should explore both of them, because if you bolster the public option, it makes the private option have to bolster itself. They need to offer something new and unique and innovative to sell you, their higher rate of insurance or their higher rate of services. And they're not going to do that if, I've been to a chiropractor. It's funny you brought that up, and they charge me, they do the most bare bones basic, all right, we're gonna crack your back. They didn't do any x-rays, anything like that. And that, the dumbing down of things is not, I think, beneficial to like private places like that. So if you do have a public option for them, I mean, chiropractic is not a recognized medicine at the moment, but personally it helped me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean that's one of
It's
the
like
complicating factors, right? Is efficacy rate. So one of the biggest issues for publicizing mental health care is CBT is really effective. I think it's got like an 80 to 90% success rate, but after 6 months, the success rate drops, and we see that most people typically need to go back to therapy within 2 to 5 years after receiving it. So it's kind of this like regular maintenance approach to therapy, which don't really have a model actually for doing. And so I guess, can you guys steel man why people would be opposed to public health care in general and why they might be opposed to mental health specifically being covered?
the steel man, it raises taxes. Big taxes are bad. That's it seems to be the driving force. If we take taxes away to do this thing, then we're not going to be able to do this and this and this or this, and no one's breaking into the math of how that works. So sorry.
Yeah, couple that with a disbelief in no need to apologize. You're good. Couple that with a disbelief in like mental health in general. Like I think that there is a huge stigma against mental health, and that is a huge problem. Like for example, I know that there's a shortage in mental health specialists and mental health like professionals, right? And people always go like, oh my god, I want to grow up and become like a firefighter and etc., right? Or whatever the heck, right? But no one ever says like, I want to grow up and become like a therapist, I want to grow up and become a psychiatrist. When that day comes, I'll be really happy to see that. But there's a stigma going on in the States here, and I guess that's a problem.
Well,
no, yeah, that's probably
firefighters are publicly funded too, so
yeah, probably good they're not private. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I think somebody would probably say that like the private option would probably lead to like the development of certain drugs and stuff that would probably be helpful in giving medications for certain people with mental health issues. But also that they might also say that even if you make it a public option, right now, at least in the States, there's like a cultural negative attitude towards getting mental help and stuff like that. Like yeah.
Do you guys know what the Turing test is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the test to make sure an AI isn't sentient, correct?
Yeah, there's a couple of different Turing tests. Do you guys know the Turing test for opposition?
No.
No, I'm curious.
It's your ability to basically speak out of the voice of your opponent. So if it's essentially effectively steel manning who you disagree with. So if you disagree with people who are against private healthcare, you need to be able to speak in their voice of why specifically they're against healthcare. Do you guys think you've captured the conservative, or I shouldn't even say conservative, but like anti-public healthcare voice well?
I think I'm on the right track. I could be more of an actor about it and really display, but I think I do understand the not wanting to pull from other resources. There are other problems that we have. We have gun problems in this country. We have education problems in this country alongside mental health problems. We have homeless problems in this country. There are a lot of other things that can take precedence over this, and I feel like social media has definitely not helped the stigmatization of mental health, where people kind of put mental health disorders as a feature in their bio, which is a very odd way of handling that. And I feel like that's not what people are really focusing on unless they've been personally affected by mental health. Then it becomes very important to them.
Yeah,
It's my
maybe to
best
try
attempt.
to steel man better. Maybe to try to steel man better. Like, these aren't my opinions, but just to go into character or something like, the government doesn't necessarily care about you. Okay, just because you put something under the reins of the government doesn't mean that all the issues are solved. And it doesn't. And plus, now there's no diversity of incentive for anybody anymore. There's no separate management that all these people are going to have. And at least in a privatized model, there might be people who have, certain incentives that are going to lead to better outcomes in terms of the services that they offer. But when you're talking about the public option and healthcare, you might have a single oversight for everything, where people might end up in spots where they're doing the bare minimum in order to meet their standards for healthcare and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully that was a little better.
I think it really depends on like what kind of conservative you're talking to. If you're talking to like if they're just talking to like the bare bones, they're just gonna tell you like pull yourself up by the bootstraps and like, oh, like I don't want to hear about it. Mental health, what you don't want to hear about it, right? Like especially if you grow up with conservative parents, like they would probably just go like, oh my god, like what the heck are you talking about? Like don't bring that up again. Like I don't want to hear about it, right? I don't want to hear about your depression. That stuff's fake, right? But if you're actually able to talk to like a conservative, economist or whatever the heck, right? They will be able to tell you about like, oh yeah, there are like benefits to private options, right? For example, there's good ways to innovate in terms of having like private mental health firms or mental health companies, and like, oh yeah, and having public options there would probably not be a good idea, and raise taxes, and then taxes would probably be not good for the economy. And then like, oh yeah, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, here's how the economic model will look, and it would not be good, and etc. And yeah, that would be much more of a hard thing to counter. And yeah, that would be a harder steelman. I guess that would be a more tougher steelman, I guess.
All right,
Tough.
it's 5. So I'm gonna wrap things up. Is there any last final thoughts that is less than a minute that you want to shout yourself out, advocate why you're the best possible panelist we could ever have, whatever you'd like?
Yeah, sure. You can find me at A Food Shops on YouTube, and you can find me at kick.com/foodshops. Other than that, thank you for having me on. More than happy to be a panelist, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Full.
All right.
I think that I would be good for your podcast because I do occupy a very odd spot here on the internet, and I feel like having somebody who's been living in the real world exclusively for an extended period of time could be very helpful. I do want to mention, if you go to my YouTube channel, it is all like Yu-Gi-Oh and gaming content, and it has nothing to do with any of this. So I don't know. That's really all I have. I go by Full Metal Digimon on literally everything, and you can track me down and ask me anything. I'm always willing to talk to anybody. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Kai.
Nope. Thanks for having me.
Salud. All right, thanks guys for coming on. I'm gonna get ready for the next one, and you guys will hear back from me. I took notes in case you're wondering.
Yeah,
So,
that's all that. Hey, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
Bye. Haha. I think that went pretty good. If anyone's out there in YouTube land, I think I did pretty good. But we can go back and start playing video games, dog. We're actually gonna play a little guitar if you guys are fucking down with that. I've been practicing with some songs, dog. Be just fine, pretending I'm not. I'm far from lonely. It's all that I've got. I'll be just fine, pretending I'm not. I'm far from lonely, and you're all that I've got. I guess I remember every glance you shot me. Unarmed, I'm losing weight in somebody. Eyes closed so hard, you stopped your heart from beating so deep that it didn't even bleed and catch me up. That's not the right chord, is it? So. Somebody teach me how to play guitar correctly. Let's click back into our Pokemon scene. Don't think I closed it. My mind's not empty. Going to make this Kubat Tops fucking strong. Where are we at? King's level 8, Puff Daddy level 10, Rattaz level 7, low 8. Is Erudite streaming? Like, watch. It is on there. You sent me, like, became more conservative or closer to the a lot of like DeSantis has like booted school. You should have asked the take on it.
Another thing that I
Like specific person, it's hard to say that things like one-on-one therapy do more specifically diagnose. That way you could follow the proper path. It would take a lot of time. I haven't been a doctor in 10 years. Cool. Well, no one was talking shit about me, so. Yeah, I don't really care if they do or not. Bring it on, dog. My first time trying to go talk in DGG, bro. Somebody asked to see my penis within like 10 seconds. Like, hey man, my computer's fucked up. Can you help me? And they're like, let me see your dick, little boy. I said, you guys are fucking crazy. But getting back in has been very different. Dude, we need an attack that is not a normal move. Is this a wild Pokemon? It fucking sure is. We need one of those seals or a dugong or something. Do we have any money left? No. Oh, this is gonna be a toughie, huh? We got ourselves in a situation here. We need somebody to learn, like, a relevant move. We have the sharpened skull dash, but that's bad. Rattata's probably our best bet with the same type attack bonus shit going down. Dizzy punch that boy. Ah! Punch that tiny little fucking thing, dude. Yeah, Rattata's pretty fucking swole. The fairy, we do not need that. Didn't even buy any Pokeballs, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Rattata. Fine, maybe we can get him to learn something. These damn rock types. We're gonna have to fix this problem soon. So at least we can hit very hard with double edge. I'm not sure why it's hitting so low in the recoil though. It should be doing like 50% of my health to me, I thought. Well, double edge was like the worst one of them. Double edge. MOBA. Double edge. Let's check this out. Generation 1 inflicts damage, receives recoil equal to a quarter. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Excuse me. Encounter it. That's so stupid. Double edge breaks a substitute. Yeah, how does substitute and double edge work? I guess. Oh, like if you attack into a substitute. Okay. So Gen 1, it's 120, 100, right? Yeah, 100 in Gen 1. Excuse me. Okay. I mean, yeah, double edge is still pretty fucking amazing right now. We really just have to make Eradicate work. I think that the first trainer had some crazy shit like that. My man's definitely has Thunder Punch. It definitely just got one shot. Okay, is Eradicate actually the GOAT? Is that what's about to happen? That's kind of nuts, dude. Okay, let Eradicate be a fucking nut. Feel these pokes. I'm being like honest with myself, I should not drink any more coffee today, but oh no. We will be right back. I promise. I swear. I swear it to you. You, Dennis, I promise it to you. I will return after I pee. Had to catch up with the wife. Happy wife, happy life, guys. If I could ever impart to you a secret of the world, that would be it. Alright. So, Rattata, you're gonna have to become the GOAT of this run, dude. These, stab dizzy punches and stab double edges are gonna have to be what gets us through these rock types and shit. Oh my god. That's what we're gonna try to catch. That's it. That's the Pokemon. It's actually solved. I think Baguska probably has the best chance of not one-shotting this thing. And it has Mega Kick. Oh my god, bro. In case you don't know, okay, I do, but Tauros back in Red, Blue, Yellow, like metagame, this was the GOAT, bro. This was easily one of the strongest Pokemon you can get your hands on. Tauros was on almost every single team ever, and now we have one. Give it a nickname? Sure, bro. Who's a famous Tauros? Adele. welcome to the crew, Adele. let's check her out. Let's see how she works. Beautiful. It literally just knows Mega Kick. Okay. That's pretty good though. Adele, a little Jigglypuff action. Kabutops. We got a pretty good little team right now. Still only have normal moves, which is a problem. We can double edge this Articuno. Get the fork out of here. We only took 6 damage. It's really not that bad, dude. Double edge is a lot better than I thought it was. There should be a TM for this thing floating around somewhere. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright. Hope to see you again. Now let's see if this Raticate can stand up to Ringo's team over here. Oi, Ringo. Oh, Ringo, I want to see if you can make a song. Alright, double edge the Zapdos down. If we can one-shot an Articuno, we can definitely one-shot a Zapdos. Rattata up to level 10. We're not going to learn Super Fang, which is a huge move for, like Nuzlocke and things like that. Alright, Ringo. He's got the Gloom. We know he's got amazing moves, so we're just gonna hit him with a double edge off the rip. Okay, he's gonna charge, we're gonna hit him with the double edge. That was a clean KO. Alright, now we have to deal with Amnesia Kadabra with Psybeam. It might be worth it to try Baguska here. 100% honest. I know Kadabra is frail. Do we light screen? I think we do. He goes for Amnesia, we go for light screen. So we wan even there. Goes for the Psybeam, let's see what it does. Nothing. Nothing. I think Baguska's gonna take this one, bro. He raised the special some more. Raised the special some more. That's gonna be a problem, but now he's taking so much damage. I don't think that that's gonna do it, dude. Drowsy beats Kadabra. Okay, Baguska levels up. Beat Ringo in a spectacular fashion. Really lucky we can take down that dude over there. I'm pretty sure there's like an item in here you can get, right? There's an item in here somewhere. We're gonna find it.
I guess there actually isn't. We were just wrong. Alright, so no hidden goodies in there. How's our team look? Oh, pretty good. Let's train Adele up just a little bit. Get her into the swing of things. Having the mega kick is going to be gigantic, though. It's going to be a big thing. The problem is it's not 100% accurate. And it only has 5 PP. So he can hit you with the mega kick. Doesn't one-shot with the withdrawal. Or defense curl, or whichever it was. But now we're level 4. We should be able to one-shot level 2s and 3s, I think. So these are like later stage Pokemon, you know, from later in the game. Yeah, I don't think you can even do it. Yeah, we miss. We get hyper beamed. That did amazing damage, though. We can KO it with struggle, I think. No, no, we can't. Well, we tried. Maybe just Mega Kick is not gonna be the beat, honestly. Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. We're gonna go over here. Let's see what's popping on the Twitter. Buddy, you are a Game Boy. You are not loud. Be lagging that hard, okay? Oh wait, is the other item up here? Am I just that dumb? No, no item up here either. A Codwick without a beard? Real Hamas is real Hamas.
But Hassan is friends with Hakim, a pan-Arabist and a fervent racist against Kurds. There have been multiple genocides. Here's a good example, okay? Iraq, Turkey all ruthlessly oppressed their local Kurdish populations. But Hassan is friends with Hakim, a pan-Arabist and a fervent racist against Kurds. There have been multiple genocides against Kurdish people. Like, Hakim was doing Saddam Hussein genocide denialism against the Kurdish people. Saddam Hussein used gas weapons against Kurdish neighborhoods and killed tens of thousands of them, and Hakim was denying it and then saying, oh, well, what if they did it themselves? So, so here's
100%. Can't fucking hear anything you're saying. Twitter have caption? The whole setting option is literally just playback speed. It's kind of a failed website. I don't know. I don't even know why I got into it. The streamers use it, I guess. But you can promote your channel. Okay. Does anyone like interact with like low follower count people? Did they look at your account and see the 50 porn bots follow to your account and just like be like, I can't listen to nothing this fake motherfucker says? Every time someone tries to talk to me on there, they're just like, go kill yourself. In a video game. Well, they don't mean in a video game. They should. It's a little rude, but... Damn it, Zapdos. I feel like there's a hidden item down here, dog. Am I going crazy? feel like there should be a hidden item like right fucking around here somewhere. So hard to do a 1 frame turn when you're at like 90 frames a second. We're actually not playing in fast forward. What we're playing in is 90 frames a second, which is a little different, though not by like a distinguishable amount. Let's go ahead. Just rest at the Pokemon Center. We're not going to waste the Paralyzed Heal like that. Articuno to the north, Zapdos to the west. We have our Pokemon from Viridian Forest, though we don't have ours from whatever route this is up here. This little mini route. So we can come back and catch Articuno later. Shouldn't be a big deal. Alright. Magikarp. I don't think I'm gonna sit around bullying Magikarps. Let's see if we can beat this guy. We're not gonna save Scum at all, we're not gonna do anything like that. Just see if we can legitimately beat this stuff. And it's an Earthquake Dugtrio. I totally forgot. If we can miraculously hit this Mega Kick, I think he's done for. Oh, it's close. He digged. Is that a one-shot? It can't be a one-shot. We missed. And that's going to take Adele out. Damn, son. Nobody here is going to be faster than him. Puff Daddy can probably tank it, but it takes 2 turns to hit. Rattata? Oh, we outspeed. Take it out. Take 1 damage and recoil. Level up. About to use Rhyhorn. And Rattata's gonna be our option for that. This is all we have that we can do against rock types. Oh, we get hit with the Earthquake. It is terrible. We have to keep double edging. It's not going to be a 3-hit KO, sadly. So I think Rattata's going to go down here. No, he actually took him out. Went up to level 12 and took out the Bug Catcher. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Oh, we have to go heal. Forgot we can do that. I'm gonna try not to do that too much because it just makes it go way too fucking fast. I hope your Pokemon get critically injured yet again. Thank you. Please have a terrible time out there. Be careful of the Articunos. Alright, let's try to make some damn progress through here, okay? So... Oh, I was gonna try to avoid him, actually. What the fuck, bro? What the hell, dude? Mewtwo just randomly with Gust? Okay. Oh, he's got Mega Punch too. This is a little scary. Let's get him some free XP. Send in King. Now he's gonna resist all of Mewtwo's crap. All right, hit me with the Gust. That's fine. We're biting. He's Mega Punching. We resist. We're biting. Damn, son. Adele grows to level 6. King does not gain a level. Going into a Drowsy. Just gonna have Stomp. And it's gonna have Light Screen. Is totally fine. Oh my word, the amount of damage that just did, bro. You see what I'm saying? Just those few little levels turned him into a monster, alright? About to use Goldeen. Let's see if we can one-shot this Goldeen with Mega Kick. We can't, because we missed. Alright, so Dell's low. We'll send King out. He's our lowest. What a foul. Bite. Withdraw. Vital. Hey, King leveling up. He ain't gonna learn any new moves though. Like at all. Ba 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 ba. Hop into the rush squad, bro. YouTube.com/. I literally don't even know how to do that. There's a link for hair. Copy. Paste. Got me. Maybe we'll just drop in on Itchy over here, dog. Shameless self-promotion, please. Please let me shamelessly self-promote. Fuck it, we'll post it over there too. That's where we just came from. Shameless plugs. That's for you. Oh. No, we can't even post that in other places. I'm glad I haven't done that yet. I did. I did. Yo, I be booming all over Discord sometimes, dude. Gucci. Edited. Thank you. Alright, Shrinkle. Open. We don't need that either, actually. We're on YouTube. Is that all he had? Was that YouTube? Dell's looking a little beat up. Found an iron. Interesting. Diglet dig, diglet dig. It just hit me. If these slots are like predetermined, there's gonna be Mewtwo's floating around the forest here. See, can we take out a Diglett struggle? Oh, we sure fucking can, dude. The struggle's not typeless in the first gen, right? Struggle. Generation 1. That's fun. Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? What is happening? Whatever. Flashing warning down there. Oh my god. So sorry. Oh my god. Doesn't mention like what type it is, right? It says it's normal. We're gonna run with it. I'm pretty sure I've heard before that in Gen 1 it is in fact a normal move. It can't hit ghosts. So that means Adele here should definitely get stab off of struggle. Bide. Struggle it. Chansey is the worst thing to fight with a recoil move. Alright, he is tapping out, huh? Guess not. We can keep using some potions. I want to get these items from down here, see if we can get any TMs, honestly. That's what I'm hoping for. But you know, we can one-shot Diglett, so let's maybe just stick to Diglets and not, here, we'll skip you for now. Fight you on the salty run back. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go for the Chansey, because just take way too much damage from that. Gloom! We can try to take a Gloom out. I'm sure they don't have very good defense. Oh my god. Take it out, but we're probably gonna go down. No! That's amazing! Yeah, we're just gonna switch. We're gonna switch train them. We're gonna switch. Neuram female. Throw out king. Oh, Baguska would have fucking resisted that, wouldn't he? Well. King resisted it too. So, no biggie. Not bad, not bad. HMs should be where they're supposed to be. Found an HP up. Quite interesting. And then there's an item right on Homeboy's tile over there. Boop, 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 boop. A hyper potion. Interesting. Alright, let's, yeah, it's fine. Voltorb. That could actually be quite scary if it has self-destruct or Sonic Boom or any of its normal attacks at such a low level. Has double edge. Wonder if double edge just like ran over tackle. I wonder if they used the more powerful moves like parameter on randomizer. Alright, we will go after that. Boros, in fact. Nice, bro. Oh, why did we do that? That's so dumb. Put Kabutops up front. Flinched. Time to find out if he has an electric move. Nope. just double edge. These dude Kabutops is so strong compared to the rest of these dudes. Hope to see you again. Thank you. We can buy 2 more Pokeballs. I'm trying to Dell better. After we get them a move. Let's switch to Baguska. He has a lot of PP for his moves, so sick. Got him. Yeah, bro. You're going in. Don't worry about me. No one pays you to worry about me. Alright, we got a Tauros. We're gonna stomp it. I'll show you, man. We are 3 times that thing's level. Still can't one-shot a level 3 Tauros. We should have named it Ford. We should have named him Ford. That is much less offensive than Adele. Alright, let's get through this forest, alright? Adele, I'm gonna need you to get 5 one-shots, okay? That's what your job is right now. Venonat. I don't know if we're one-shotting a Venonat like that, if I'm being really honest. Go ahead, King. Oh, he's hitting with a Dizzy Punch. Dizzy Punch has to be Scratch or something, right? Because Raticate started with Double Edge and Dizzy Punch. I've seen Dizzy Punch so many times, so it's gotta be... One of those is Tackle. I've seen Double Edge and Dizzy Punch a ton now, so one of those is Tackle, one of those is like Growl or something like that, and I genuinely have no idea. I think Adele's supposed to have Thrash at this level. So Thrash becomes Mega Kick. Jeez, dude. Go ahead, Puff Daddy. Hey, Biggie, Biggie. Can't you see? I'm not wearing my headphones. So if anyone is talking to me, I don't hear it. Please show the member list. No, we don't have to switch out. He's got Mega Kick. That's weird. Right? That's just weird. In case you couldn't tell, we're actually not using items during battle either. So, hit that boy with the bite. Ow. Dude's got pretty messed up, man. I wonder if we can HP up Adele to bring them back to life. Didn't quite do enough. Jigglypuff has so much HP, dude. Philip Goose. We're getting through here right now. We have the Raticate for the clencher. Boros versus Puff Daddy. We're definitely switching into King to resist. We gotta play to our resistances way better, I'm thinking. Utops has withdrawal as well. Actually, pretty good on him considering how high his defense already is. Getting a 50% boost on his amazing defense with his type advantages, things like that, should be really good. Hey, Puffy Puffy! Hey, Puff Daddy! Ah. Got poisoned. We do not deal with that right now. Let Puff Daddy deal with these pokes. Get some XP, and we're gonna switch to Raticate for the trainer battle. Hitting them double edges. Now I can't tell if a double edge or Mega Kick is Tackle or Scratch. One of them's Tackle, one of them's probably Scratch, but that doesn't make sense because this thing should start with like Tackle or Thrash or something like that. So why it has Mega Kick? Unless they're truly actually just random. Alright, we're actually going to start with King. Start with King. See what's good. Hey, what's up? What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Yo, my guy's got a level 10 Gyarados. Jesus Christ, dude. Hitting it with the bite. He's got Waterfall. What the fuck? What the hell, bro?
So Puff Daddy's gonna have to eat that critical hit. Get Raticate in there. Let's go right for the double edge, dog. I don't think there's any messing around that we can do with this thing. Took a huge hit. This double edge should take it out though. Woo! That was scary, man. There's a few trainers where the Pokemon that they're supposed to have are much higher level than most anything else around. Alright, King's definitely gonna one-shot this fucking Diglett, bro. Alright, so we made it through. We are in Pewter City. New patch of grass, new Pokemon Center. I think there's a repel in the middle of that flower garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring, bring, ding, ding, ding. Question is, do we think Brock is going to have Rock-type Pokemon? No. Spring Repel. Yes. Yes. There's definitely a Repel stuck in here somewhere, yeah? Are you sure? I guess not, huh? Alright, let's just, how much money we got? Not much. Yeah, let's just pop in here and see what's good. What do we got? Adele, King, Puff Daddy, Bagooska, and Rattata. Rattata the Rapper. Ace Trainer, a Hitmonlee. That's terrifying. Super effective against almost all of my team. Yeah, we're just gonna assume something nasty is coming. Those are just both normal moves though, so as long as he doesn't have an actual fighting move, King should be able to make short work of this. Never mind, I'll kick someone like you. Kick him in the face, bro. Ow. Fucking thing knows pedal dance, dude. That's pretty lit. I don't know. I think we can definitely do it. Go heal up and we'll fight Brock. See what he's got. I think we can do it. Spend all our money. So we don't we'll lose it all trying this. $500. I got $500. I do know that if you catch a Pikachu, keep it with you, it will pop out as if it's your Pikachu. Because all Pikachu in this game are coded to be your Pikachu. What was that?
They called him Pansy. What the fuck? Then out of a choke, huh? We're gonna miss. He'll hit us with a 10 damage seismic toss. We'll try again. We get the hit, and we do a ton of damage to this thing. I think we're gonna risk it for the fat XP drop. Yes, sir. 312 experience, dude. Look at the stats on this fucking thing. Tons of speed, a surprising amount of special. And then Ekans, honestly, I think we can one-shot an Ekans. For real, for real. It's got acid. Nice stab. Oh, bro. We one-shotted. Granted, it's a first of all, but you're a whole level higher than me, dude. I don't even think I should have one-shot. Should have been like half damage. Got flash. Take this with you. Receive TM34. Contains conversion. You can teach it to everybody, huh? Teach it to Puff Daddy since he already knows Sharpen. Now Puff Daddy is just a fake Porygon. It's a glitchy Porygon. Actually, need to go to the bathroom again real quick. Be right back. So I really just figured out that whole camera issue again, just like randomly while I was using the bathroom, dude. If we go full face, right? Okay, puppies. If you go full face and then start the virtual camera, it will just show in Discord. If I select the virtual camera, it'll show what's full screen on my stream, and just close that and just talk, I guess, right? Just put that together. Hold on, I gotta go see what my dogs are barking at. Nice. There were happy people minding their own business. That's what my dogs were so upset about. Crazy little bastards. Crazy little thing.
Yes, heal them. Boing, boing, ding, ding, ding. I'm just move on. What I'm thinking. Fight all the trainers? I don't know about. Gooska's gotta catch up. Jazz. Like that. Interesting. Boom. Stomp it. Damn dog. That's not gonna turn out very well, huh? King can resist that pretty good. Not gonna do much damage, though it's probably gonna poison us. Can bite. We can go for flinches, which is gonna be nice. This might be a slog, dude, getting through these guys. We don't really have like any one that's just like totally dominates everything. Let's use a Kabutops. Go ahead, Puff Daddy. Let's see what you got. I forget what conversion does. Converted. So now we're a rock water type, huh? Or are we just whatever his first type is? Yeah, we turned into a rock type. That's actually a great
move to have on a Jigglypuff. Alright, Comet Punch. Let's see, what else you got, bro? It's not very effective. Hit twice, though. Dog! No! You can try to get over it with a Mega Kick, I guess. It's really the... Oh my god. That's not what we want. Ooh, that critical Mega Kick did a lot. Oh! He just made him look like a little bitch. Puff Daddy leveled up. Adele's getting some XP. Got a Ninetales. This is pretty low. Gooska. Swap to Rattata. It's got Flamethrower, dog. Good thing you're frail, and Rattata has a great critical hit rate. The second Bagooska gets like a psychic, actually any kind of special move, it's gonna be over for everybody. But until then, probably gonna be pretty rough going for a while. Welcome, heal. Please, please heal me. See, Pokemon can do socialized healthcare. No problem. Yeah, Pokemon being alive is a bare minimum you should be allowed to have. Judging by the lack of schools in each of these towns, though, probably isn't great in terms of like education. Dog, you're not about to just start playing sound effects in the background. You're gonna listen to this, yeah, dog. Probably go play this one back. You can guess. You can tell me what game this is from. We'll go play it right now. I will literally undo all my crap, set my PlayStation up, and I will play that game for you. Boss. Boss sent out a Charizard. Jesus. He has Dizzy Punch too, so that has to be Scratch. I know for a fact he has Scratch. Could be Tail Whip as well. God, why do you have Flamethrower, dude? Can you stop? I would say at least Dizzy Punch doesn't actually dude, Charizards are amazing. Its moveset is incredible right now. King is the ultimate fire Pokemon counter. Vulpix is fire punching. We biting. I think the item I'm looking for is actually in this. Nothing here either. What the fuck, dude? I keep thinking there's like hidden stuff you can pick up in places, but there's really not. Alright, so Drowsy is not performing so great. Bro. Okay, so yeah, I know it doesn't affect Haunter. I am very aware. Normal, 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 normal. Yep. Okay. So we're at a standstill, huh? We have a little bit of money. We need a Pokemon that can hit Ghost. Buy 10 of these. Okay. A few potions. An escape rope. And we don't need it. Alright. Let's go see what's under Pewter City. What can we get in here? We need something. Something with a better move! Articuno might be that guy. We know it has Thunder Punch, right? And it has Wing Attack. Let's try to get this Articuno, huh? I don't think we can tap it any lower with him. Who could do surprisingly low amounts of damage? Nobody. Him. Let's throw a couple Pokeballs. It's just gonna miss. Earned agility. How useless. How fucking useless, bro. That actually actually triggered me a little bit, dude. What the fuck? Who the needs agility, bro. Alright, let's see what this Pidgeotto's got in store. Nothing. Has Mirror Move. I don't even know if we want that. Oh, we want it. We want it. We want it. We want that Pidgeotto. Oh,